you're going to have to discipline yourself. It's pain when you lift weights, but what that pain does is it produces muscles. So either you're gonna go through the pain of discipline and look a certain way and feel a certain way and have certain things, or the pain of regret. You stuck. You're stuck on stupid. You keep doing the same stupid stuff, you're gonna get the same stupid regrets. Choices you gotta make, and these choices don't have nothing to do with how you feel. These choices don't have nothing to do with what you want to do and what you don't want to do today. Every decision you make.
Good evening, everybody. The market been closed since yesterday for Good Friday, an observation about Easter. So that's why you ain't see it moving in past couple of days. It's Good Friday when people are preparing for a holiday here. I didn't even realize it was Good Friday. Until I looked at the calendar yesterday, as I've been studying and everything, I didn't even realize it was Good Friday. That's why the markets is closed, and that's why you haven't seen no movement. So we had a short week this week, and the market has been doing a lot of consolidation right here. This is all consolidation. It hasn't broke above this high, and it hasn't broke below this low. That's Thursday. So for the past week, it's been bouncing in between these two here, the US 30 right here. Saturday. Sunday, So really since Thursday, it's been moving right here. It made a little bit, broke a little past this last week Thursday, but for the most part, this has been the weekly low, which is 39.16, and the high of 4,800. It hasn't broke above or below that in the past week. So this is consolidation, and we don't trade consolidation. That's why y'all haven't seen me in there making no moves, because this is all consolidation here. Since I closed that trade that I was holding, I haven't gotten back in the market because of this right here. We're looking for it to break out of this. And we need a new high or low out of this space right here for the US 30. But now it's too. Also consolidation. Okay. Consolidate in here. This is no, it's made a new weekly low. So we can look at it correctly. The new week's low is 17.9. No, 8. Got 3. Got a doji candle here. I can't see it. Hold on. Got a doji candle on a weekly. Still clear doji candle on a weekly. And when you see a doji, anticipate a change in direction in some way. That's a blue doji. It can come out like this, or it could break above. But the way it's going right now, it look like I need a retest. Oh, 17. 17, 9, 8, 3, 5, 19. Or 2. It definitely might be continuing to sell for the retest. Before it starts buying back, it looks like it's gonna continue to sell. Like I was saying before, this wick that it made right here. I think that was Sunday night. That was last week. This one, I think that was Sunday night. That Thursday. Mm-mm. It needs to retest. So, yeah. And though there's no order block here, this is the order block right here. Because this is the candle before the change of direction. Before it changed direction for itself. This is the last candle. It's not that strong of a buy order block on a daily, but it's a daily order block. That's where the board from. But I'm looking for it to retest this low down here, the monthly low.
Um, I don't know, maybe it seems like your screen has froze because I'm looking at BTC.
Oh, you are? Hold up. Let me stop sharing and reshare. Can you see it now?
Yes, yes, I can see it now.
Okay. So for Nas, I think I'm looking for Nas to retest this low. We got a doji here that it formed on a weekly. And I'm looking for it to continue that sell. If it retests this weekly order block, that's like a good confirmation for a buy. Because this is the order block that it bought from right here previously. What's the monthly low down here? Yeah, this is the monthly low where it bought from this weekly order block here. Which also happens to be the monthly low. So I'm looking for Nas to come down and retest, to continue to sell and retest the low, but it hasn't broken this consolidation right here. So we won't confirm that until it breaks below the consolidation of where it's at. So while y'all might want to trade this and get in on this or take it from the high, take it from the low, it hasn't broke above or below this. This right here, what you're seeing is called accumulation. So it's accumulating orders. It hasn't made a clear decision of which direction it's gonna move. So trading this is not smart because you're just trading in between two price points right now. This is accumulation right here because it's just moving sideways.
Quick
So
question.
yeah,
Accumulation and consolidation, same thing?
yeah.
Okay.
Accumulation is just another accumulation is them accumulating orders. So the market hasn't decided which way it's gonna go. It's the same thing as consolidation and accumulation is the same thing because consolidating it just means it's moving in between two price points. To consolidate means it hasn't made a new high or a new low. It's just bouncing in between these two price points.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
And that's why you don't trade it. You look for a clear break. When it does break out of the consolidation, it's usually a nice one. So, but you need to confirm the break of a consolidation, let it happen on a higher time frame, like this 4 hour. You want it to break consolidation on a higher time frame, like a 4 hour, and you want it to break below the low or below the high to confirm which direction it's gonna move. So you will want a clear candle above this consolidation or below this consolidation to say, okay, this is which way it's gonna go. But it's been this right here on a 9 and on a 30. So we will want this to move. We want a clear break out of these price points before we touch it. Before I touch it. So before you touch it, you want to make sure it breaks below or breaks above. Don't try to trade the consolidation and thinking y'all getting good moves. This is consolidation. On a smaller time frame, it might look like clear moves, but it's no clear move right now because it's consolidating between two price points. It's only moving between this right here. So try to draw a box around your consolidation and just look for a break above the consolidation area. A break would be like a whole candle above or a whole candle below. This right here was consolidation right here. And when it broke above, it was a strong break. That's how I said when it breaks, when it does break, it's going to be a strong break. But until you get a clear indication of which way it's going to break, don't trade it. This first candle was the break right here when it broke the consolidation and made a new high, and then now it's consolidating in the price point of the new high. Um, accumulating orders, trying to make a clear direction of which way it's going to go. Look like GJ is consolidating too. Right here.
Yeah, I took a buy on GJ last week, and no, maybe it was on Thursday. I took a buy on GJ.
And it hasn't really did much, has it?
No, but it's gone up. I took a buy on the 188,483 price zone, and right now it's gone up a couple pips.
Yeah, see, it's not really
Yeah,
moving right here. We haven't had a nice, good move on GJ just yet. This is the high that it needs to break up here to confirm that buy, that 190 area. Plus, this is consolidation too. This is consolidating here. Not even. Once it made the new high, this is where it's been consolidating at. So we need a break above 190.07 or below 186.609 to break the consolidation. But it's above the weekly right here. So we need a clear break on GJ, like above that 190 area. This is a lot of consolidation right here. Like it ain't going nowhere. All that right there is all showing you unclear price action sideways. And that's got a lot to do with the news that's happening, the tariffs and stuff. That's a JPY pair, so that's probably why it's doing that. I want to compare it and look at another JPY pair and see. Yep, look, this UJ, UJ consolidating too. Look at this. Don't be in a rush to hop in the market, especially when it's moving like this. The best move you can take sometime is no move. When it's doing this, the best move to take is no move. Because you're not gonna get nothing. This is choppy. We need a break above. If you trade UJ, you would need a break above 144.286 or below 141. A clear break above. So you need a clear break above it. Gold has made a new high. That little pullback right there, that one that came below the trend line would have been your entry. When gold does these slight pullbacks, those are your entries. When it high wick like that, just perfectly below the damn trend line, that's an entry. And it made new highs. Another new high. 33.57. The high is 33.57, not 920. Low on the month is 28.75. Do y'all see the price jump for the month? Like, we not even all the way through the month. Do you see the price jump on gold? Like,
Well, you know I did.
you see this
If
price
ain't nobody watching, it'd be me, but I be missing it.
at this, baby. Like, God, I'm like, geez, if you caught this at the beginning of the month, like, it's gold been making strides. One of them, it's one of them assets right now that just, if you taking a buy, you're not going wrong. You can't go wrong on a buy. It's just getting your buy at a good spot. It broke well past the weekly, well past the midweek. Weekly, well, just in this past week, it went up 300 pips. Like, it went up like 300 pips in the past week. Almost 300 pips in the past week. That's crazy. That's crazy. $3080.256 was the weekly low. Three zero 256. And it wasn't no pop-up session yesterday based off of, because I do the pop-up sessions based off of market condition. And the way the market was acting yesterday, I was not gonna get in and try to force a trade. So if the market is moving how I was moving, I'm not doing no session to force a trade because it's not there. You see the pullback right there was your indication for an entry. Since it left that midweek area, See the pattern right there? Y'all see it? The plus sign, the flat, and it never came back. Right there. Right there. So that's the pattern right there. That you want to look for. That'd be your change. That'd be your entry. That would have been your entry right there on gold. It never came back since Wednesday. So like it left the midweek area and made a new high. This would have been another entry right here.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing?
That was
Um, this week ain't been good for me and stuff. I don't know.
No, I was just we already said that. Listen. This week has been consolidate. We got a lot of consolidation in the market this week.
Okay.
So it's not
Well,
it's not just you.
all right.
You see this? This is what you missed. The consolidation stuff. Right here, the choppiness in the market. That's what happened. It's no clear ups or down. We need for price to break. That's the choppiness on the 30, on the 9, on GJ. Really been choppy right here. It's after Wednesday, GJ just said they didn't know what they was gonna do. UJ, choppy. Gold is the only thing that made a clear move, and even gold got up here from Wednesday and just wasn't. It didn't make no big move since Wednesday. But if you got him Tuesday, you would have been all right. But after Wednesday, it just it didn't really do nothing. But these wicks like this is your entry for gold. Like, and this is right here what I mean by looking at this is the what you're looking for in gold. For gold to do stuff like this. These are your entries. When it's doing this. Wick, doji, flat bottom. Long wick, flat bottom. Entries. If you did take this sell, you would have took it from right here. The pullback would have been taken from right here. But for gold, you don't know where it's gonna pull back to. That's they sells. It's not really. I don't really mess with they sell order block. As gold been trending up, and I don't trade against the trend. I wait for that pullback to get a good buy. So those would have been your entries on gold. You wait for those. That's what you're looking for. Bitcoin also been like moving choppy. Right here. It's been above the mid-month area, the mid-month resistance area, but it hasn't made, again, no new highs and no new lows since Saturday, since Sunday actually. That's the last time it made a new low. So we need a break below. We need for it to either break below 83,102 or above 86,491. And it being above the mid-month area, the mid-month resistance area, I would look for Bitcoin to break above. But you would need a confirmation. This right here is like no clear confirmation. This is just accumulating orders. We don't know which way it's gonna go right now. So you gotta just kind of watch the market and let it tell you what it's gonna do. But don't worry about thinking you're gonna miss a move. You're not gonna miss the move. Just wait for the market to tell you what it's gonna do. You'll know when it breaks the consolidation, which way it's gonna go. So don't try to rush in and get in between this consolidation because that's not good. These are not good trades when it's doing this because you don't know when it's gonna break. Let the
I got,
market, huh?
I had a question.
Mm.
So, do the forex pairs, do they run on the New York Times too?
So for it depends on what pair you're trading. So which pair are you talking about as for it? So if you
Like Chief, Chief GB, JPY.
so that's the chef versus
Yeah.
the JPY. JPY is Tokyo, and so is chef. So that will run during the Tokyo session.
So the U.S. pairs they run on New York, right?
Yeah, because it's
Okay.
looking for when the banks is open during New York session. So this is the chef. Yeah, the chef JPY. So the Swiss francs will be London, Tokyo. I can go through it and see which candle reacts to, but this got consolidation too. Just based off what's going on in China. This looked like it been consolidating for weeks and yeah, it's consolidating on a weekly. Weekly high is 176. 176. 038. Oh, 171. 6. Hold on a second. It's been moving choppy though. You see? This is also consolidating. I'm trying to see what time it moves, like the candle makes the rejection at. And so what I would be looking for is for a pattern. So I'm looking at it to see at what time is it making this move because I don't trade this. So I will look for a pattern to see what time is rejecting. Being that it's the Swiss franc and it moves during London, Tokyo. It look like it's making that rejection right around 1 in the morning though. Let's see. I will have to look to see where the pattern is at for the rejection to see what time is rejected and bouncing back from. Right now, it look like it's doing it at 1 a.m. But I wanna see more. Look like it's 1 a.m. Like around your entry time, they look like around 1 a.m. Does look like it's 1 a.m. This one back testing it look like it's 1 o'clock in the morning would be around the time you want to look for your entry. 1 a.m. Eastern. That's during Tokyo. So it moves between Tokyo and London, so that makes sense for that time. So if 1 a.m. is the time where it's making this is where it's rejecting that, where you're saying you can't do the rejection for your entry, you will wait. You will come down to your lower time frame and look at your 15-minute, your 30-minute, and you're looking for the pattern for your entry after 1 a.m. Eastern time. If you're trading the CHFJPY. Just turn on. Here would have been your rejection right around 3 o'clock in the morning, right around London open. Because that's when it's moving. The Swiss franc JPY moves during Tokyo and London. If you're trading that, you must be up in the night. Yo! Yo! Take this shit. What the fuck is y'all doing? Get the fuck out of here now. Everybody out. Everybody out. I don't give a fuck about the doorknob. Put the chicken in the sink. So for the shift JPY, Chef JPY, I would take that during London Tokyo session and start looking for your entries after 1 o'clock in the morning, more towards when the banks are open, when both banks are open, which would be right at London open. And London opens up at 3 a.m. So until it breaks consolidation, don't try to take the trades. The best trade you could take sometime is no trade at all, especially when it's consolidating. Because on a smaller time frame, you might have those moves, but on a higher time frame, it's consolidating, and you can get caught into the consolidation if you don't know which way it's gonna go. Even if you're catching it at a low point, you don't know if it's gonna break consolidation. You don't know when it's gonna break consolidation, so you're gotta wait for the market to tell you what it's gonna do. So wait for the market to tell you which way it's gonna go before y'all hop in any of these because it's consolidating. So you will know when it breaks above the price or breaks below the price when a consolidation is breaking. Okay, so I'm gonna post this call and probably like within like the next hour. Give me about an hour to post it because I gotta wait for it to finalize once I close the call out. And I'll post this call up for y'all to go back and review. But The way the market is looking right now, do not take no trades next week until it breaks above those price points. You want to wait. The best trade, the patience right now, your patience is going to be tested. Be patient. You're not missing no trades. You know what you're looking for, so you're not missing no trades. Okay? All right, y'all. Have a good weekend. Study the materials. I got materials in there for y'all to study y'all materials, and be prepared for next week and practice some patience.
All right.
Journal.
All right.
All right, y'all. Have a good weekend.